To access all full body language breakdown videos in entirety, hours upon hours, click the link in the description to take you through to the Patreon. Thanks.
Everyday Superpod, where we talk body language, relationships, game, and everything in between. Moving onwards with this observation and breakdown of the communications between these lovely, handsome, well-dressed fellas and this very beautiful lady in question, the famous comedian, as the title of the video is Blind Dating a Famous Comedian. We got 8 dudes, 4 on either side, who are taking turns to give their nerdiest pickup line to this lovely lady in question. Hold on, watch the video, because I'll teach you a lot of things you'll see in the outside world that you never paid attention to before and nobody else does. You'll be able to present yourself better and engage more efficiently and fluidly. So we've just had this guy with the hat run his game. It was terrible. It was atrocious. And he's lowering the standard and lowering the bar for this next guy to come up and have a word, right? So if you want to go from the start of this playlist, feel free to do so. You'll learn so much. The link is down in the description, if not the comment section. Let's go.
Nice.
So I made a comment in relation to this, and I'm going to re-emphasize this. Watch what happens.
What kind of white move is that?
Right, here we go. So, I told you on the last video that you shouldn't approach a woman from behind. It's going to trigger her. Even if she knows you're coming from behind, the ape in her brain knows that you're a survival risk, or she has a survival risk here. Whoa, some man I barely even know is approaching me from behind. I'm triggered, right? The walls come up, you become a threat. The whole point of this game is to ensure and prove through honesty that you aren't a threat, because and if you're a threat, she's going to be uncomfortable around you. A wall's going to be, you're not going to be able to engage comfortably, right? This will be outside of your conscious awareness, generally speaking, or at least the public. Although if you continue to learn these things, you'll learn what triggers you, and you'll learn to understand your intuition and what the subconscious messages are telling you. So this guy's done the same thing. Obviously, these dudes don't know no better, but she's had her back turned. He's approached her from the back, all right, creating the same result. And in case you're just starting just now, let me emphasize, you don't approach a woman from behind and you don't approach a man directly from the front, because it will engage this territorial, aggressive reaction in the brain of that man. All right, let's go.
Yes.
He does the same thing. As he rolls over nonchalantly, she raises her hands to her head. Okay, self-pacifying for one way or another, but what happens here is going to depend on how I approach this. So her hands touch her hair, cover her ears, ear-blocking behavior, but is she gonna preen herself? Is she going to move her hair backwards, exposing the neck? Or is she going to just create a defensive mechanism with the extension of the elbows and a protection of the neck? Okay, let's see where we go from here. She preens, she self-soothes, but I think this, generally speaking, is somewhat of a positive. You could say, well, it's anxious because he approached from behind and so forth. Yeah, but a little bit of anxiety isn't a bad thing. It's a borderline necessity when it comes to the attraction phase between people, you know. Oh, do you know when I first met you, you made me feel so anxious. I had butterflies in my stomach, right? And she continues doing it. She attracts attention with motion. She flicks the hair. This isn't a bad thing at all. All right, she's not self-soothing with a touch of the face. She's running her fingers through her hair. And then she resolves by a full exposure of what we call the ventral side. The anterior chain. All right, the front side of the body. I'm not threatened, so I'm not blocking it up. Okay, let's go.
You're a psych major? Because I'm trying to figure out why I can't get you off my mind.
Hold, I don't even get that. What was that?
Are you a psych major?
Are you a psych major? All right, she's got an interest in psychology.
Because I'm trying to figure out why I can't get you off my mind.
Okay.
That's it.
And he's uncomfortable and he moves off. Men, let me prove something to you here. This is a bad thing to do. And do you know why I'm going to emphasize this? And I say this with all due respect. Bruh. I want to do this. I want to do this. When you get engaged with someone, sometimes you just don't want to go through the conversation. And there's an unconscious fear of judgment. And there's an insecurity in the silence and in the, you think, oh, have you got somewhere to go, blah, 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 blah. And you disconnect too fast when she would have stayed on and spoken to you. Hey, this is a part of me here. So when you start to understand who you are, where you can develop and where you can go, that's important because you start to nullify the egocentric side of things. You stop playing make-believe and you start to be honest with yourself. And when you're honest with yourself and you see your highs and lows and darkness and light, you can start to perceive that in others and we can start to really engage in this collaboration instead of you having to over-accentuate, overcompensate and hide it. So she looks at him. With the last guy, she made a laugh because she understood where the pickup line was going before. She stepped away and she moved back from the last guy, moving away after the pickup line. When it comes to this, she just looks in his eyes. Little bit of a tilt of the head, exposing the neck to a degree.
Okay.
She says, okay, looks down as he looks towards her. She's not saying okay to say, move on, I've had enough. But he misreads it and he jumps into a conclusion. And he says, that's it. Whereas if he would have just stayed, even a little bit anxious, uncomfortable, don't know where to take the conversation, the host is going to pipe up at that point and save the show. And he's probably going to go, so what did you think of that pickup line? Blah, 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 blah. And he's going to get it moving again. Blonde-haired guy is uncomfortable about what he's just experienced. He's misreading the conversation. He's looking over, creating a conversation, psychically speaking, with whomever he is looking at across the stage. I think she liked that. She likes this guy. I like this guy. I think he's a fresh guy, but the way he's just acted showcases, I've misread this. She's just said okay to it. Not in a put down sort of way. Her mind's elsewhere. She's not locked and loaded with something to fire off. Give her time. Exist in silence. Exist in tension, Which is why we walk away and run away from these things. Because tension is a necessity. But, do you see where I'm coming from here? Tension is a necessity, but it's uncomfortable. But that's what needs to be. You need to feel comfortable in that. And when you feel that tension, you have to think, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is the magic moment. This discomfort I'm feeling is the key. He says it. He starts walking away.
I appreciate it, though.
She turns around. She says, I appreciate it, though. She turns around, continuing to engage with him. She's chasing him in this regards. He's moved off way too fast. He
remembered something about me.
Look. She's stuttering and buttering.
That's it.
I appreciate it though,
Look, he's got to turn in left, right, and centre. He remembered something about you. She remembered
something about me.
Oh, you are a psych major.
I literally am.
And now he shot himself in the mouth by saying, oh, you are. Do you know what I mean? No. If you do something right and you didn't intend to do it, it's just part of my natural charm. These women go think, how does he know that? Where's he going? Trust me. And that's that. I say that because we're talking about body language here. We're talking about the language which isn't spoken verbally, right? We're talking about the undercurrent and understanding people. When you understand people and you engage, these women are going to think, how does he know that? He reads me like a book. He makes me uncomfortable. And no other man makes me feel that way. Not uncomfortable in a, oh my God, he's a psycho, but uncomfortable in a means where, oh my God. Oh my God. Do you know these guys with these light blue eyes, these handsome men, they come and they go, it feels like he can see right through me. You have the same effect by having an understanding on who she is, more so than her own family. Truth be told, that's a deeper level. You're going to see something in her that her own father can't see. That's crazy.
Oh, he didn't even mean to
Look, so now she's upset. He didn't even mean to mention that.
do that. No, I literally study psychology.
That's dope. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad situation. Shot himself in the foot, fellas. Don't go so far and then burn the bridge at the last moment. Keep it nice and cushy, all right? That was going too far in victory, all right? That's actually a law of power. I can't remember what they title it in particular, but it's in relation to don't go too far past your mark, all right? When things are going well, you don't need to continue adding fuel to the fire. You're only going to go too far and you're going to hurt yourself. Say less than necessary. That's another law, okay? When he continued talking, even though she had this magnetic connection, thinking, oh my God, he paid attention to the fine details. He knows who I am. He enjoys who I am. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. But I will see you on this next video, yeah? See you there.
Thank you for watching. You can watch all body language breakdown videos, hours on hours of content, including the game I can't give here, via the Patreon. The link is in the description.